Good morning. Saturday morning, December 12th. And today we read chapter 9 through 11 of Hosea, and then chapter 3 of the book of Revelation. Hosea, it says right from the beginning, it says, "Do not rejoice, O Israel, with joy like other people." This week, tomorrow actually, we're going to be tackling what joy is and what it's about. But at the time of Hosea, when he brought this prophecy, things perhaps were not so bad in Israel. They had plenty of fun, good times. But Hosea said they shouldn't rejoice like other people because judgment was on its way. And people who don't live a godly life have a different kind of joy. They're seeking different kinds of joy. They're looking at rejoicing differently than Christian people. And for me, that just I can remember looking back when I was a non-Christian, and the things that I was seeking, and I can't even say that it was joy. I was seeking happiness. That temporal happiness that you get with, making money or having fun or partying or whatever it was. It just looked different than it does when we have a relationship with Christ and our joy comes in our salvation. And it kind of goes over into the book of the third chapter of Revelation, and this one, this is about Sardis, the church Sardis. And at the time Jesus spoke these words to John, the ancient city of Sardis had seen its best days and had started to decline. It was a wealthy city. It was situated in a very important trade routes in the area. Money was easy. It seemed like everybody was probably making money hand over fist, but they didn't have that relationship with God the way they needed to. The combination of easy money and loose morals, made the people of Sardis notoriously soft and pleasure loving. Again, they were after that temporary thing that we get in this world. Again, money, prestige, all those different things that people think again brings them joy, but actually it gives them just temporary happiness, and not always even with that. Some of the most miserable people I know are wealthy people, because they just have no joy. They have nothing to really hang their moral hat on, or have a moral compass on how to live and how to do things. And in this too, Jesus describes himself to the church of Sardis. As Jesus describes himself, he used terms that emphasize his character as the master of every spiritual power and authority. The reputation of the number 7 helped indicate this, because 7 is the number of completeness in the Bible, and therefore Jesus holds the fullness of the Spirit of God in the fullness of the church. So that's what he's trying to bring forward to the church here. And in this too, it says, I know your works, that you have a name, that you are alive. As Jesus said to each church, he also said to Sardis, what a church is and what a church does is never hidden from Jesus. And one other point here was what Jesus has against the church of Sardis. Despite the reputation of life, Jesus saw them for what they really were. But you are dead shows that a good reputation is no guarantee of true spiritual character, despite the good appearance. And Jesus saw them as dead. And that's what we don't want to be. We want to be a church that is alive in the Word of God. Again, our theme for the year, the Word of God grew and it multiplied. If it's dead, it doesn't grow. So we want to be alive. We want to be in His Word. We want to be growing and developing. And when you're growing and developing, you're also multiplying. So some really good words again today. Again, read through Hosea really good. Read through the 3rd chapter of Revelation really good. Again, if you have any questions, any thoughts, let me know. If not, I hope to see you at service tomorrow, either in person at the church at 10:30 or on Facebook Live. And a couple dates to put in your memory bank. The 20th, we're going to be having our Christmas program. We're going to have some readings and music and different things. And then Christmas Eve on the 24th, 11 p.m., we're having our Christmas Eve service. So I just pray you have a great and blessed day today. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the morning.